A-frame cabins have been booming in popularity the last couple years, commanding quite a premium on sites like Airbnb. Today we're going to take a look at what it's like inside of one of these, what all the hype is about, and how much these can really make as vacation rentals. This Airbnb is called the Yay-frame. It's a 4-bedroom A-frame cabin just outside of Yosemite. Paige, the owner, bought this pretty recently in 2020 and has been able to make a nice, mostly passive income off of it and stay in it herself.
I'd actually never been to Yosemite. I mainly was looking for an A-frame in California, and I wasn't serious. Like, I was just like on Zillow, California A-frame filters, and that was it. Gave my roommate like a glass of wine, and I was like, so will you drive with me to Yosemite tomorrow to look at this house? And then I showed up here and they were like, you have to make an offer by 5. That's like the cutoff. I was in here for tops 5 minutes. Like, I literally ran through here. I saw this view, which wasn't as, you didn't see it as well in photos. I also knew how good of an investment it was for Airbnb. I was like, this seems like it is way too cheap for what it is. And I was like, this is a good deal.
And Paige did get a really good deal with this. She got half an acre of land, an A-frame cabin with 4 bedrooms, and a guest cabin.
So the original asking when it was listed was $350, and then I paid $425.
$425 is pretty amazing considering this is California, and especially considering what she is able to charge per night. So we'll go over how much this makes on Airbnb, but first I want to show you guys what this place is like. All right, now let's take a tour of the cabin. It's actually even bigger than I think you would expect. Walking in, you have the big kind of living area, and take a look at these before photos. It looked a lot different before the last owners renovated it. It's super modern in here now, and it feels just like a luxury, nice Airbnb. There's something about the high ceilings in real wood in this A-frame that makes it feel really big yet cozy at the same time. It has all the staple things any Airbnb has: dining table, sitting area. It's decorated in a nice modern way, but still really cozy, keeping the cabin vibe alive. Over here, you've got the more kind of formal living area with 15 feet of windows looking out onto the Sierra National Forest. So all you see are trees, no other houses. It's a really cool view. My shots probably won't even do it justice. Then you got some cabin related books here, just little coffee table books. So you'll see in the before shot, this used to just be the regular stone color, but the last owners before Paige painted it black, which I think is actually really cool looking, and it kind of ties in with the black marble tile that they went with in the kitchen. So yeah, I think it's cool. Over here is the kitchen. It's kind of a galley kitchen, and again, this was something that was updated in the renovation. So they added butcher block and this really cool tile. It's like a sort of marble, black marble tile. I think it's really cool, and you've got really everything you need. Actually, I love this. So much coffee stuff, like one of these cool coffee makers and a normal drip coffee maker, all the coffee that you could ever want. I've learned that with Airbnb, you can get away with a relatively small kitchen. Since people are only there for a few days, it doesn't deter them from booking. So this kitchen is really perfect for an Airbnb. And then continuing on to the bedrooms of this house. So you actually have stairs going up and down. First over here is the bathroom. So this cabin only has 1 bathroom. I really like the style that they went for in this bathroom. Got the round mirror, everything's very on trend, subway tile, glass. It just feels clean, nice, modern. And then over here you have 2 bedrooms. So this is the first one. Keeping with the cabin vibe, it's got a little decor, but not too much where you feel like you're in someone's personal home, you know? Here's the second bedroom, same kind of thing, full-size bed, some nice little decor pieces. Then heading upstairs are the rest of the bedrooms. You'll notice since it's an A-frame, you've got this funky thin staircase, but you got something to grab, so it's no problem. So on the second level is this landing, which is really cool because you can look out over the whole cabin. It just makes the whole everything feel a lot bigger. And then you have 2 bedrooms over here and over here. So this is the 3rd bedroom, and this one has a slightly different feature to it. You can actually see what I'm guessing was the original roof of the cabin, and then they did like a new roof extension, it looks like. So you get that still in this room, which is super interesting. They must have renovated and made the cabin bigger at some point. It's kind of cool. Then you have just full-size bed, nightstand, everything that you get with all the other bedrooms. And this is the 4th and final bedroom of this cabin. We still have a guest cabin to go to, but this is probably the coolest room because it has this loft area. So cool. I mean, how many, like including this, there's probably like 4 different levels to this cabin. So up here, there's just a little couch, some kind of beanbag chairs. And then it's also the biggest bedroom. Like it's got tall ceilings and just a lot of space. Like this is definitely like the best bedroom. If you're coming to stay here, call dibs on this room. So you might be like, wait, but where's the TV? Doesn't every Airbnb have a TV somewhere? You're right, let's go. So here's the basement. This is really more of the casual hangout spot. There's a TV, leather couch, and then there's also a foosball table and another little table. So I feel like this would be really like a fun spot if you have a bunch of people at this Airbnb. And it has its own little fireplace down here. I also love that they have this wallpaper that's a map of Yosemite, because Yosemite is about 45 miles from this Airbnb. So you can drive over into the park, and it's just like a fun little unique feature that they added. So I like that they have this. So that's a look at the main cabin. Now let's take a short walk over to the guest cabin. So here's the guest cabin, which is actually like a pretty good size. You've got a queen bed right here, and then all this space over in here. It has its own little mini split heater, so you can get this room nice and hot. And then right here, you've got your own bathroom in this cabin. So it has a shower and everything. So that's nice. It's like you can really come in this cabin and have your own space. And then over in here, it's like its own little kitchenette living area. How cute is this? I love the color of it. It's so cool. It's like you could full on just stay in here and not even see the people in the other cabin. This could be like its own Airbnb itself. This one has its own little fireplace as well. And yeah, it's just like got a lot of character. I think it looks really cool. This cabin also went through a bit of a renovation. You can see the before had carpet, and now it has this sort of hardwood floor. And they also gave it some fresh paint, really cool paint in the kitchen. So the kitchen before, you know, it was fine, but now it's really stylish and it looks really cool. Bold colors like that I think are great for Airbnb. And here's before, you can see the carpet of the sleeping area. And I do love that they kept the same curtains. That is a nice touch. So as you can see, you get a lot with this Airbnb, 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and plenty of living space. So it's no surprise that Paige can charge a pretty high nightly rate for this Airbnb.
Right now I'm getting like a good gauge of summer, and most of it's been booked now. And for that I'm doing $600 during the week, $650 for the weekends. The winter I feel like will probably be like $500, $550. Because summer is definitely like this place's biggest season.
The A-frame really has the potential to make quite a lot depending on the season. Renting at an average of $550 per night for only half the month would be a little over $8,000 before expenses. After the mortgage and some other expenses, it would be probably around $5,000 to $6,000 in profit. And this is based on just 50% capacity at kind of the lower end of the rate. For many months, Paige has been able to make a lot more than this. So what is the monthly cash flow like for this property?
I think when I average things out, because it's definitely different month to month, it will be around $10,000 like once I like take out everything, give or take like 9 to 11. And it's definitely like a weird year. So I haven't had like the like cleanest test to learn what's happening because everything keeps changing.
Do you expect to make that much, or what were you thinking?
No, I thought it was gonna be around $400, $450, and I'm still not like positive if this is like inflation from everyone wanting to travel, because I'm now seeing people like assuming that they'll be able to travel this summer, so I think everyone's like saved up their money and are like, get me out of here.
Regardless, I've seen pretty consistently unique Airbnbs like shipping containers, tiny houses, even sometimes tents that are set up as glamp sites are able to charge significantly more than just a typical house.
And that's sort of like the goal and why I wanted an A-frame is you find those like unique homes that have a specific thing will always rent over the thing that there's more of in an area. So having an A-frame or like a geodesic dome or like tiny homes or things like that, I would just like see that at like HomeAway working there at marketing. I knew what would get more people. So even when it's a slower time, you're more likely. And then I'm trying to be like, it's not people looking for a place to stay in Yosemite, it's people that know of the A-frame and want to stay there. Yeah. Because that's when you're solid. You don't have to like worry about it being less busy or things like that.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll link the A-frame cabin down below if you want to go stay in it. It's actually so cool and has so many rooms, like you could really fit a lot of people. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, because I put a lot of time into researching and, you know, filming and editing it. So I would really appreciate if you like it, and subscribe if you like these kinds of videos. All right, that is going to be it for this video. And if you want to see this house tour, I'll link that down below because this is the house I actually live in. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.